In next 10 minutes, you'll go from having no plan to having a solid plan on how to start eating healthy. It's that simple, believe me. I've used the exact same plan to manage my weight. Like, this is a plan that I devised on my own through my own personal experience. I lost 32 kilograms and it was not an easy task. I did a lot of research, did a lot of hidden trials, and I finally created a plan, which works. I lost 32 kilograms. I've been able to manage my weight for last 4 years. I've helped others lose weight and manage their weight using exactly the same plan. Cool? It's just a 5-step process. In next 5 minutes, you'll know what to do. That's it. Hang on. Hi, my name is Vijit and welcome to my channel. I teach healthy eating as a skill. As a beginner, if you have no idea how to eat healthy, then I'm going to give you 5 important points, and after that you'll have a solid plan how to eat healthy. Cool? Let's begin. Point number 1. Treat it like you're going to learn a new skill. So healthy eating now is going to be like a skill, okay? When you go to learn a new skill, what are your expectations? Do you want to learn it in 1 week? 1 month? No. First of all, one thing which is very clear is it's not an overnight process. It takes some amount of time. Let me give you the exact number. It will take you 2 months, or let me be even more precise, 67 days to learn this skill. In another video, I'll tell you why I recommend this 67-day number. So you're going to approach it with the mindset of learning a new skill. Alright, have the expectations accordingly, put in the effort accordingly. And second mindset is, you're going to have fun with it. Don't let it become another task of your life. Alright, have fun with it. Enjoy it. Alright, you should be looking forward to it. It's like after a day's task, when you come home and there's a hobby which you really like, it's not a task for you. You can do that even if you're very tired, right? So you should be having that kind of an attitude towards the skill. Alright, have fun with it. Okay, don't let it become another task of your life. Alright, so 2 mindsets. It's a skill, approach it like you're going to learn a new skill, and secondly, have fun with it. Alright? Point number 2, take action. Take action on what? 2 things. Get the right dedication and start doing deliberate practice. Repetition, but deliberate practice. I'll explain them. Okay, so this step has 2 points, 2 sub-points. I promise it's only this step which has 2 sub-points. Alright? Okay. Right dedication. I guess over here or somewhere here. Somewhere you'll see the link to my free Smart Healthy Eating program. That's your education. That's the thing you've got to learn. It's my almost 2 years of hard work. It's very trivial, but it looks very trivial now, but it took me a lot of hit and trials to finally understand how to eat healthy. I've taken all my wisdom and put it in that program. I hope you find that useful. That's your education. Do not read anything else. Just learn that. You're a beginner. As a beginner, that's all you need. Believe me, you should trust me on this. That's all you need. I think I'm overselling a lot of things over here. Anyway, so that's the only education you need. Second, deliberate practice. What is deliberate practice? It is systematic and purposeful practice. It's not mindless repetition. You go out every day to practice with an intention to improve. That's it. That's all what is deliberate practice. Go out every day to practice with an intention to improve. Not just like, okay, I'm just going to do this task. No. Have a specific goal and try to achieve it. Alright? That's your point 2. Sub-point 2, deliberate practice. So first was mindset, second was take action. In take action, you needed to get the right dedication and start deliberate practice, right? Point 3, introspect. Once you've started learning a skill, how do you know if you should continue or you should course correct? You've got to introspect. Introspect every 10 days, not every 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. In the beginning, you'll have that tendency to know whether you're doing right or not. Like, you may want to check every 2 or 3 days. No, give 10 days, and every 10 days sit back and think what you're doing right and where improvement is needed. Once you've gone through the steps, you will create your own goals. Say for example, one of the goals is am I meeting my daily nutritional requirement? So when you begin uh, you may not be meeting a nutritional requirement. Say for example, you need to consume 600 calories of carbs every day. Sometimes you may exceed, sometimes you may fall short. Slowly and steadily you'll develop the skill to start eating your carbs right, and so proteins and so fats, right? That's one of the tasks. So every day when you're going to start, so every day you're going to try to hit that goal of meeting a nutritional need, right? All this is there in the program. Don't worry, just go through it. So that's how introspect. And now every day, okay, today I couldn't meet my 600 calories requirement. Oh, today I exceeded my 600 calories requirement, right? Relax, keep going on. At the end of the 10th day, see, mostly I've been able to be around, and don't get too obsessed with numbers, all right? At the end of the 10th day, you should be like, I think I'm pretty much close to 600 calories all the time. Finally, I've got my carbs managed. Let's start targeting proteins. Let's start targeting my total calorie intake. Have those goals and go for it like that. Introspect every 10 days. Step 4, point 4, step 4, whatever. Point 4, very important, gather momentum. Now the thing is, I told you, right, you've got to do it for 67 days. 67 days, how did I come up with it? Okay, I'll tell you in short, why 67 days? How much time does it take to form a habit? 21 days? No, it takes 66 days. Go onto Google and type how much time to form a new habit, and Google will tell you 66 days. In fact, a snippet should come up telling you it takes 66 days. James Clear, he's like one of the leading authorities in habit formation. He has, he's written a great article on how much time does it take to form a habit. All right, I'll give the link to that article in the description. Read that article, very interesting. 66 days to form a new habit. Why 67 days? Seventh. 7 is my favorite number, that's why. Not favorite number, I was born on 7th, that's it. So 67 days, all right. The beautiful part is you could just do little bit every day. And even if you slip once or twice, it's okay. It's okay. Just do it for 67 days. That's it. What you have to do, that education that I've given you, that's it. Do it every day, 67 days, slowly and steadily you'll start gaining momentum. That point is very important. When you are comfortable doing it, when you're comfortable knowing what you're doing is right, it just takes 67 days, not 70 days, 67 days to reach that point, right? But do little, do every day. And one more important thing with gaining momentum. If you don't gain momentum, you're never going to learn anything. Look back in your life. You must have tried doing a few tasks, you started and you left midway. Why? One of the most crucial things is this. We start, but we don't gather enough momentum. And how do you gather momentum? Do it little, do every day. We do once in a week, twice in a week, thrice in a week, or especially like a lot of times in the beginning when there's enthusiasm and then we give up. Do little, do every day. It's extremely crucial to learn any skill, not just healthy eating. If you want to learn a musical instrument, if you want to learn to dance, if you want to learn a new language, if you want to learn anything, unless and until you gather momentum, you're not going to learn that. Understand this very crucial point. Have the dedication, start practicing, do it enough so that you gather momentum, and after that you'll start seeing results, meaningful results. And the last point is, let it go on autopilot. It's a fabulous time in your life, and you will be like, should I eat this? No. For the other person it was like, he just said no, but behind there were hundreds of calculations that ran in your mind. You know, if you like lawn tennis, Federer hits a shot, okay, and you may think of Federer just hit a shot, but no, there are hundreds of calculations that runs in his mind. Take up any sport which you play. Say for example, if I like to play cricket and table tennis. With table tennis, my opponent hits a shot and my mind does hundreds of calculations in a fraction of a second, and I return that shot. That's how this thing happens. Should I eat this? No. Should I eat this? Yeah, of course. Should I eat this? No. It all happens in that fraction of a second, but your mind does hundreds of calculations. That's known as being on autopilot. For the world, it's like you made a rational decision, but your I mean, we do this all the time, a lot of things. We do this all the time. For the world, it was like you just said yes or no, but your mind did a lot of calculation. That point is known as being on autopilot. After you've got comfortable with the skill, after you've learned the skill, after you've gathered a lot of momentum, after you've become pro at it, it goes on autopilot. That's it. How much time to go on autopilot? Usually around 4 months. 4 months. Alright, so that's your plan for you. Alright, I hope you make use of this plan. I'll just summarize it for you. Get the right mindset. You have to approach it like you're learning a new skill, and it should be fun to you. Point number 2, get the right dedication and start doing deliberate practice. Point number 3, introspect. Every 10 days, see if you're doing things right or not. Point number 4, do it enough so that you gain momentum. Point number 5, do it so much that it's just like breathing for you. Alright, go on autopilot. That's it. If what I say resonates with you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Go through that program. It'll change your life. I'll see you soon in the next video. Have a good time.